Disembodied beings are in vogue in America. I have to caution that all disembodied beings are not wise. There are a lot of beings who are doing very poorly in this plane and then they die, and they decide to send messages back, and they have no more wisdom because they don't have a body than when they did have a body. Ram Dass. Some disembodied souls feel that their deaths were traumatic, unexpected, or unfair in some way. They are generally not malevolent, but they may be confused or disoriented and seeking healing for their life's traumas. They may want answers as to what happened to them and why. Hauntings. In attempts to alleviate their distress, some of these souls may access and interfere with circumstances and persons from their former life. They do this through energetic cords or soul ties. These are similar to umbilical cords. Just as an infant receives nourishment from their mother via the umbilical cord, a disembodied spirit may attempt to maintain an unhealthy connection to their former life through an etheric, energetic tie to a loved one. The humans they influence from beyond are usually unaware that this is happening. The humans they influence from beyond are usually unaware that this is happening. The former loved ones may perceive the interference as one of these: bad luck, bad karma, negative energy, habitual patterns or negative traits inherited from the dead family member, demonic influences, generational curses, bad genes, or being haunted. Once aware, those under the influence of these tormented, disembodied souls, sometimes called ghosts, may influence their release into a new incarnation or higher planes of existence. Don't mistake these souls as being your spirit guides. In truth, it is they who are in need of you to act as their spirit guide. If you become aware of the presence or influence of an ill-at-ease, disembodied spirit, speak to them just as you would any other living person. Help them to accept what has happened to them and make peace with the events of their life. Pray that they will have comfort, resolution, and clarity. Ask Christ and His holy angels to assist them forward in their soul. Ask Christ and His holy angels to assist them forward in their soul's journey. Questioner: Judah, I really miss my mother who died suddenly a few years ago. Is it okay to talk to her? Talking to the dead. Judah: each one has the freedom to speak to any soul at any time. Speak to your beloved just as you did when they were sitting next to you in the flesh. Souls are eternal and they never die, and all souls have the capacity to communicate with one another remotely through thought and emotion. If you are unsure about this, consider a time when you were thinking of someone, then suddenly at that exact same moment they were calling you on the phone. This was not an accident. Your souls were reaching out to one another in the thought-emotion realm of the fourth dimension, as evidenced by the incident. Communicating with a dead loved one is exactly the same. A soul in a body is not that different from a soul without a body. Just because their soul now resides off-world in another space and time does not mean that they're unreachable to you. Speak to them just as if you were calling them up on the phone. All humans can communicate in this way. The vessel is not an exception to the rule, and she desires to raise up countless human souls that can successfully operate in these truths.